I found out that my boyfriend told his whole family about my secret. I have been dating Mark for about a month at this point, but we knew each other for 3 years through mutual friend groups. So I had a friend, Brad, that I'd known through primary school, and we ended up going to the same high school and university. Brad and I had never had any romantic feelings towards each other, and I truly saw him like a brother. Mark knew about Brad, and they were friends too. Anyways, one night before Mark and I had become exclusive, Brad and I were hanging out after a class at his house, and we decided to have some drinks and watch a movie with his roommate. I don't actually remember how much I drank, but I was pretty hammered by the end of the night. I don't remember what happened completely, but Brad and I ended up having sex. He took my virginity, and I was way too drunk to consent to it. Brad and I had a massive argument, and I called Mark, who came straight away to pick me up. Mark and Brad ended up getting into a massive fight, which ended up in the cops getting called. After that, I cut all contact with Brad and haven't spoken to him since. I haven't told anyone about the incident. Only Mark and I asked him not to talk about it with anyone until I was ready. He completely agreed. Mark and I began dating about 4 months after the incident, but the whole situation had left me so shaken up that I haven't been able to be intimate with him, which he says he completely understands. He's been so supportive. So to the situation, I was talking to Mark's older sister yesterday when she asked if Mark and I had solved our intimacy issue yet. I got quite embarrassed as the question came out of nowhere, but I told her that we were working on it slowly. She then asked, "Is it because of what happened with your old friend?" This caught me so off guard because only Mark knows about the situation. I asked how she knew about it, and she confessed that Mark had told her. I asked her when he told her, and she said the night it happened. I asked who else knew, and she replied, "My whole family." He was asking for advice. I began having a full-blown panic attack and left. He's been calling and texting a bunch after his sister told him, and I've told him to leave me alone for now. My trust has been completely broken, and at this very moment, I don't know if I can trust Mark. My question is, how do I possibly move on from this situation and build trust with Mark? Is it worth salvaging this relationship, or would it be in my best interest to let go? How do I even go about communicating with his family after this? Update 1. Mark and I spoke about a week after I found out he told his family. I had been super busy with uni and work, so I was mainly focused on that. He sent me a message sometime on Sunday and asked to meet at a park as I was not comfortable facing his family at the time. We met up, and he basically explained that the night he got into the fight with Brad, he was so scared of being arrested and called his parents for advice about what to do. He didn't mention the situation to his sister, but after prying he found out that she overheard it. She refused to tell him how long she's known, but our guess is the night of. I then asked about if he was talking about our intimacy issues with his sister. He adamantly denied, stating that he's never talked to anyone about it. I asked how she knew, and he was lost for words. I decided to call his sister with the Mark there. His sister and I are friendly, but we don't have a close relationship. Anyways, she picked up after the second ring, and I asked her if Mark had spoken to her about our intimacy issue. She said he hadn't, so I asked how she found out. She replied that she just assumed. That day she brought up intimacy randomly, and my reaction confirmed what she was assuming. She apologized and said she mentioned Mark's name because she wanted us to break up. She said how he deserved better and that he shouldn't have to put up with a whiny bitch who won't kiss him at events. Mark became angry and yelled at her, so she hung up. Mark apologized for what his sister said and said he had no idea she was harboring those thoughts. I honestly just wanted to ignore his sister, we weren't close anyways. He then apologized for telling his parents and not telling me he told them. I kind of understand why he did it, which is why we're trying to work through this. I asked if he could do a therapy session with me, and he agreed straight away. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I found a therapist that I mesh really well with. We've had 3 sessions so far, and she's been so kind and understanding of my situation. I feel completely comfortable talking with her, and we're slowly working on some issue. Mark and I have also slowly been working on our intimacy issue. We cuddle and kiss way more, and I feel more comfortable with him. We had a family conversation with his parents, and I explained my feelings about the whole situation. The situation has made me much closer to Mark and his parents, but I'm very cautious around his sister. She also avoids me, so it's meh. Mark has also been limiting how much he talks to her, which has really affected her. She ended up sending me a message apologizing about what she said.